Next step, orchestration. This is another one that I felt like when I was growing up, I definitely did it wrong, and I want to give you guys a better way to do it. If any of you remember, you said you've been playing for about a year, right? So have you learned paradiddles yet?
I tried.
That's fine. I will not make you come up here and do it. Okay. So, do you have a drum set?
I do.
Okay, so I'm assuming for you, if you're like all of us, you learned the paradiddle on a single surface, and then you took it to the drum set, and it all falls apart. As soon, and you're like, wait, what the? Got it. Just give me a sec. Okay, I got it. What the hell happened? It's the sounds, man. The sounds mess you up. So, my advice to you when it comes to orchestration is find your pattern. You've worked on the pattern itself, you've worked on the timing, you've worked on the dynamics. Just find a new place to put it and just stay there. Do not move. So I'll keep my right hand, I'll keep my left hand on the hi-hat, and I'll go right hand on the rack tom rim. Just remember what I have access to now. I have dynamics. So I have accents, I have ghost notes, I have flams, I have diddles. And now I'm just gonna let my ear get used to this new sound. It's gonna sound very different than what I've done on the pad or the snare. Then after that, I pick a new place to try it. After that, yeah, can I get like one more of those? Yeah, thanks, buddy. I'm always in need of a good woo level. Woo. So once I have that down and I've moved it to maybe 2 or 3 different places, then for the first time I move one limb. So now my right hand is allowed to move around the kit. So I'll keep my left hand on the snare and move the right hand. So I go through that until that right hand has freedom. Now, I'm going through this with you guys in under 45 minutes. This is weeks of practice for one pattern, but I'm telling you, if you do it like this, you will have this thing accessible to you for the rest of your life. Why not? Some of you, after we've had our talk, some of you have played for 20 years and you probably have 3 things on tap right now that if I brought you up here, it'd be that groove with that fill, and you would say, good night. So it's like, well, What's wrong with spending 4 or 5 weeks on this one thing to have it for the rest of your life, and there's no way this won't improve everything else you play. It is worth doing. So once I have that ability and I'm feeling like, okay, I've moved it around, that might take me a few days to get that freedom, then I do the exact same thing with my left hand and I start to move it around, keeping the right hand still. Then I try to find anything that can throw me off. So things that can throw me off would be cymbal felts. If any of you have gone for a hell of a bell hit and got nothing but felt, come on, man! It is the worst. A sweet ass cymbal felt hit is the worst. So I will hit those felts on purpose. I'll hit the rims on purpose. I'll play on the side of the shell. If this wasn't a rental kit, I would do that now. But I try to find all those things. I'll even play in the air for a while. I'm not hearing what you guys are hearing. You're hearing what's left over. I'm hearing all of it. I'm shouting in my head. I'm really hearing all of it so that nothing, even a miss, which I think it was the UK drum show. I missed a crash hard. I think it was an uppercut too. I went skadoosh. I was like, woohoo! Damn near fell off the drum set. It's like, but it didn't throw me off because in my head it was boosh. Nobody else got to hear it, but I heard it. So working on that stuff, being able to play on your body. I've got a mic on my chest, so I can't hit my chest right now. That type of stuff, that really ingrains this. And then the orchestration comes down to, all right, heat check time. Can I actually move this without messing up? And I'm telling you right now, that takes me a while. I think that I can, but this is where I go back to the practice thing of like, all right, maybe the orchestration is similar to the pattern speed. Maybe I just can't think fast enough to move it as fast as I can play it, so I bring the tempo back down. All right, so I feel like we've gotten pretty far now. We've worked on the pattern itself. We've worked on being able to play it in time and making sure that we don't rush and that we don't drag. We've worked on the speed. We've worked on dynamics. We've also worked on bringing in texture, which I think is something a lot of people don't realize, that every time a stick makes its way down to a surface, it has options. It can be an accent. It can be a ghost note. It can be a buzz. It can be a diddle, or it can be a flam. So every single note that you play, don't think of it as just a note. Give every note care and give it that decision of like, should this be a thicker note? Give it a flam. Should it be even longer than that? Just buzz the damn thing. Should it be a little flippity? And give it a little diddle. Just flick a diddle on it. It's no big deal. There's diddles all over the place in our world. Find a diddle, throw it in there. So once you start to think of it like that and care about everything, that's when you start to really comprehend, oh my gosh, if I would have practiced anything I've ever done in my life like this, I'd have not only instant access to it, but I would also have a billion variations. I'm telling you, like when I play this stuff, or anything I play, it's all made out of the same little bits, you know, the same little pieces of material, but I just move it around in ways. And that's what a lot of great things are, you know? It's just, it's mastering the fundamentals to the point that they're almost unrecognizable and they become very advanced concepts, but they're not. They're the fundamentals, and that's all I do. So the last thing I do